Start automating your business easily. What's up, guys? David Feldman-Makrias, and I wanted to talk about this because I'm rereading a couple books that I haven't read in a long time, and a decade ago I read them, and they talked a lot about automating your business and things you can do even before automations, ChatGPT, Zapier, all this stuff, even before the real use of smartphones. And it's funny because this book's principles still apply when the technology actually evolves. And our capacity to automate and do so much more work has so much increased over the last 5 years, 10 years, really in the last few since COVID, that there's so much we can do, but the principles of automating still remain the same. So in this video, I wanted to go over just something brief, more step one of what you need to do to help automate your business. I still have this trouble, my clients still have this trouble, is getting out of the minutia. How do we get out of the day-to-day that we're just repeating tasks that don't necessarily need our input to be repeated if we had some sort of system or process set up, and then we can remove ourselves from that situation. So this video serves as some ideas and focal points for that. I have a couple different examples of what we're going to go through, but really today is just step one. And I think step one really needs to be listing out all of the different ideas, tasks, routines, procedures, everything that you do more than once. And this list should be pretty repetitive. So I created a list for a couple of my top segments of audience on this channel, both agency owners and freelancers, as well as car dealerships. So I'm going to go through just a couple of these questions now so we can have further discussion, but here they are. So these were a few of the ideas I came up with right off the bat as far as what daily routines or monotonous requests, tasks, things we need to accomplish. What do we have to do all the time, often, so on and so forth. So let's go through agency freelancers first. I'm going to block this out just so we can concentrate. So respond to client emails. Check clients' performance in the analytics. Making sure they have revenue and leads coming in. Check in with team. Research new strategies, so that'd be product development, upsell clients, invoice, client reporting, campaign maintenance, scheduling posts, data entry, competitor analysis, keyword research, content creation, meetings with clients and teams, so this is sort of check-in with team, and administrative tasks. So that's just a short list. Now, there's a bunch of different items in here, and I think what we need to do in future videos is categorize these to say what business sector do they fall in. So respond to client emails and check clients' performance analytics. That would go under the client section. Whereas invoicing and let's see, administrative tasks, that would really go under administration. So what we'll do further is group those out and add more to this list. But again, this is just a brainstorm session. Now, to make this easier, what I used initially was ChatGPT and Bard to help brainstorm exactly what ideas we can automate. Now I'm going to go through the car dealer example. So what can car dealers do? What do we do every day all the time that is just repetitive? Responding to customer inquiries, email, phone, and chat. Entering customer information and scheduling appointments. Generating quotes and proposals. I think quotes is not spelled right. Following up with leads and potential customers. So that's kind of like responding to customer inquiries. Preparing paperwork, so contracts, registrations, etc. Data entry, right? Inventory, customer database, service records, manually counting cars on the lot. Reconciling cash drawers and credit card transactions, so that's more administrative. Checking and updating vehicle inventory online and offline. So that's very similar to the data entry with inventory, but online and offline. You shouldn't just do it online. You have to do a physical manifest to make sure all the cars that you think are in your lot are actually in your lot. Monitoring and reporting on inventory levels. Preparing vehicles for sale, detailing, cleaning, things like that. Responding to inquiries about specific vehicles. And then checking and responding to voicemails and emails. So some overlap between the two segments, but this is just a short list of ideas that we have of things we do all the time that need to be in some form or fashion automated. How can we automate? And really, to think about it, we need to grow. And if you're the business owner or a key stakeholder in the business, the biggest thing to grow is how can you free up your time with the mundane? Or how can you free up your time from the mundane, from the repetitive, from the things that other people can do? And then that way you can tackle bigger challenges and leverage more of your skill set to advance and grow the business from a macro level. So these are ideas to do so. And we're going to keep generating more and more ideas as we go along, as well as categorize them. So this is really step one, and it applies to any business besides the ones I've mentioned here. Come up with a list of, probably 20 to 30, and you can use automation softwares like ChatGPT or Bard to help you, but then review it and give it a fine tweak of your own. But come up with as many things as you do on a day-to-day basis that requires your time that you can either eliminate, automate, and delegate. But right now we're focusing on automation. But right now also we just want to come up with a list of questions. What are the repetitive daily, weekly, monthly tasks that you do more than once and your brain kind of goes on autopilot, doesn't require critical thinking? That's step one. Make the list. Join me for step two, where we take these two examples, categorize them out a little more thoroughly, and then come up with ideas on how to automate them very, very easily and simply to get a lot of time back so we can focus on our businesses growth more so, and really our personal lives. Thank you, guys. David Feldman-Makrias. See you in the next one.